Hello, I'm the Dewmelier. I'm here today to provide you with a new Dew review so you can understand and pair today's Dew. Mountain Dew Voo Dew, a mystery flavor that has become an annual staple for the Halloween season. This year is the 5th year of Voo Dew, but we'll get into that in a little bit. In terms of the aesthetics, again, like a few of the previous ones, the overall design of the logo on the bottle is a little bit diminished as compared to the can or compared to the 12-pack packaging. So we'll move over to the 12-pack packaging so that we can see those a bit more in detail. Now, overall, this is a fantastic spread. It's got a lot of good neon colors that really grab at you and provide that sense of Halloween. There's quite a few very nice Easter eggs on this, focused on specifically this being the 5th year of Voo Dew and the 5th new mystery flavor of it. As such, there is a number of fives hidden throughout the display. The first one being in the candle that the Grim Reaper, the mascot of Voo Dew, is holding in his hand. And then up in the top, there is a cobweb with a 5 hidden in the middle. And then in the clouds, there's another 5 hidden right above the scary cloud above the ghosts. Besides the Grim Reaper himself, there is usually a wide variety of different additional monsters that appear on Voo Dew labels. This year, we get a mummy with a mohawk featuring a chain of Mountain Dew around his neck, and behind him a scarecrow with a jester just behind the Grim Reaper himself. But those are the overall elements of the design. Looking at the bottle itself, uh, one of the nice details I enjoy about this is the lime green or lime neon green cap they have on it to accentuate the accents in the label. The moon that shows the 2023, which is this year, as well as the voodoo in the Grim Reaper's face. The soda itself is a cloudy white color, not something that you generally see too much in a Mountain Dew, so it's nice to see, and I think it makes it look very nice and particularly Halloweeny. We'll crack this open and get a aromatics check. Oh, very interesting. The aromatics definitely have a candy feel to it, with some fruity elements. I can definitely sense some cherry here. Yes, overall, a nice cherry scent, but mainly it's more fruity in nature, but a very clear candy fruit. Let's give this a taste. Mm, very interesting. There's definitely a juiciness that's present in this that is kind of derived from the cherry flavor, as well as a very interesting, almost powdery mouthfeel. In terms of guessing what this mystery flavor would be, it's definitely a cherry candy, not a mixed candy like past years have been. I would say with that powdery mouthfeel, it would seem like it would be more of a possibly cherry sweethearts or maybe cherry smarties. But overall, definitely a cherry flavor. Very hard to specify exactly which candy it is. But let's get into the review details. I would say, in terms of the aesthetics, on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being silly and 5 being scary, this year it's definitely a 4. Definitely a lot more elements in this that is overall scary, but there's a little bit of silliness here because it is Mountain Dew. In terms of the aromatics, I would say on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being candy and 5 being fruity, this is definitely more of a 2 in terms of aromatics. There's a lot more of that candy in it that is brought to mind when the scent of it is brought to you. In terms of the flavor, though, on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being juicy and 5 being powdery, this is definitely a 3. There's a very good balance there. That cherry juiciness is very present, but there is that powdery mouthfeel that makes it so much more like a candy. That makes it really stand out as a special mystery flavor this year. In terms of a pairing, I would say that with that cherry, that juiciness, it would very well balance out against a more savory meal. I would say probably a roast beef with gravy would do very well to pair with this and be able to balance those different elements and add a lot to that meal. But those are just my tasting notes. This has been the Dewmelier with the latest new Dew review for you. Thanks for listening.